Hi guys, this is Bo. So yeah, I am using the Straight Talk home internet service right now. I have to say it's an amazing product, and I'm gonna kind of tell you a little history of how I got here. And it started off, when I was using home internet for Comcast, and I was paying. I started out cheap. It was started out like $40 maybe, and then it went up to $75. And even at $75, my speed was not very fast. It was like maybe 6 megabits. We're talking like first couple generation of cable internet here, so they may have improved since then. But when I was with them, they were charging $75, and I was not getting high speed. I was getting maybe 6 megabits, and then they had data cap, which I went over, which they penalize you for going over by slowing down your internet even worse. They would reset my modem. They would do all sorts of stuff that made life miserable. And so I got rid of Comcast and vowed never to return. And so I went with CenturyLink, which is DSL. And DSL was not very good based on their technology, which meant that the fastest I could get is 4 megabits. And I was never hitting that 4 megabits. I was always a little lower. And it was not very good. I had done a thing called Price for Life, and that was $35 for life. And that meant that if you had to talk to anyone at CenturyLink, that they can just change my pricing, and which I had to contact them, and basically I lost that price for life deal, and so I was paying $45 a month. Anyway, it sucked. Okay, CenturyLink suck, and anyway, so I was using my phone internet as visible for a couple months. This is because I had hotspot on my unlimited data plan for Visible. I paid $25 a month, and no data cap, no, except for that they limit the hotspot to 4 megabits, which is still wasn't bad considering that that's where I left a CenturyLink as 4 megabits. So it's kind of used to that slow speed to begin with. In late October, I walked into a Walmart and I saw this display. Unlimited home internet, only $45 a month. Get your internet in 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and then, that's the display. Now, you don't see anywhere on branding what company this is. It just says unlimited home internet. Now, I did look into it because I was actually in the market for a home internet service because I got rid of CenturyLink. And so I was looking at this, and this is really appealing. I wanted to actually buy the router that day, but Walmart being what they are, they actually don't have them in stock. And this was only the display. So in fact, actually, I talked to somebody who was there, and they had no idea what this was. And that's Walmart for you. They just, Anyway, so I couldn't get the router then, so I went home and I did a little research into it, and it turns out that this home internet service is from Straight Talk, which is a Walmart brand. So Straight Talk is a Walmart exclusive brand by Tracfone. And Tracfone is actually owned by Verizon, which meant that this service here, this 5G home internet service, is actually the same as this Verizon 5G home internet, except that the Verizon version is a lot faster, and it costs a little more. So it costs $60 without autopay. So if you autopay, you save $10. But and you can even save further if you have other products with them. So if you have a phone line with them, you can save even further. So they have bundle deals, basically. Now, I'm familiar with this Verizon thing because I actually tried to get this earlier, but when I checked the availability, they don't service my address at all. somebody told me that you can actually put in a fake address, and if that works, I can use that. But if it's not available, it's not available to me. So I never looked into this further. But this, I would have paid for this, which is the $50 auto pay. So basically, this home internet service from Straight Talk it's a little cheaper. It's $45. Unfortunately, the problem is that you have to buy the router itself, which is $99. Now, the Verizon one, they do give you the price is included with the Wi-Fi 6 router here. But there's no price guarantee. They crossed it out, basically. Well, actually, they crossed it out because they said this is a 10-year guarantee. That in 10 years, it's going to be guaranteed at the $50 price or whatever they want to charge. I think that's what it means, because to me it looks like it's a 2-year and then this is a 3-year. So I don't know what this means, but basically they can the Verizon one, they can change the price, I guess. I don't know about this guarantee part. Well, anyway, so with the Straight Talk, it's $45, but you have to pay for the router. So if you want to pay off the router, you got to stick with them for like at least a year or something, so you can make up the costs. But even then, the speed is not as fast as the home the 5G version, the Verizon one. The fastest that they offer for Straight Talk is I think 100 megabits a second, which is still way faster than DSL. Okay, so basically, the service costs $45. So in order download speed of 20 to 100 megabits. Now this 20 to 100 is dependent on your location. So if you're close to the 5G tower, you're gonna get 100. But if you're far from the tower and you can only get the 4G LTE, then your speed might be reduced to as little as 20. So it depends on where you live, basically. So for me personally, I'm constantly getting 80 to 100. So I must be close to the network, and I'm also probably the only person on Straight Talk home internet in my area, so that I am experiencing that full 100 megabits. But that could change in a couple months if more people are signed up to the network. I don't know. I just know that it is very good for my needs, for my $45 a month. So yeah, no contract, no compromise, it says. Down here it says truly unlimited internet, which is amazing because, like I said, Comcast did have a data cap on my usage. And so depending on your location, you can only get 5G or 4G. So just some customer can only get 4G. So me personally, I'm getting 5G. So I'm very happy about that. And so yeah, it's to me it's good. The upload speed it's only up to 10 megabits, which is not great, but I think it's expected. I don't think I'll be uploading too much stuff. I'm going to upload this video, which might take me a little longer, but that's fine. So far I'm just very happy with the service. I think it delivers on what it promises. I think paying for that $99 router is kind of like a deal breaker for a lot of people, because after the first month, if you don't like this service, you have to swallow this $100 price, which a lot of people are not going to be happy with, especially if they just want to try it out. I don't think anyone who wants to dip their toes in the water wants to shell out $100 just to kind of taste it, But for me, it's working out pretty good. So I'm going to recommend it if you're in the same situation where you need a fast internet. You need, if you are in an area that has 5G And to be fair, before you can buy the router here, you have to check your address. Step one is you have to check your address, and it's only if they service your address will they said you can. It's good to go to buy it, but you need to check to make sure. Okay. And then, like I said, 2, you pay for the router, and 3, you activate it, and it's pretty much you're good to go. I'm also gonna say though this router is not very good as far as distance and range. The router comes with this wireless access, but that wireless access is not very far-reaching and it's not very good. I'm downstairs most of the time, so I can barely connect to this thing, and there's a couple walls between me and this router, but it sucked. I mean, I just could barely reach it. So I do recommend if you're gonna get this, buy a Wi-Fi 6 mesh network. I bought a let's see, I got a TP-Link Deco 6000, and it's working out really good. So it comes with 2 satellites or 2 routers, and they can talk to each other. And you have one set up close to you have one plug into this router, and then the other one you're gonna use it as a satellite to bridge between your device to the second satellite, and then to the satellite will connect to the router that's connected to the internet. And then, well, anyway, long story is that the signal will be boosted, and you can get like full speed. And so I am enjoying 100 megabits a second on my desktop, and it's amazing. And it's probably one of the best experience in the prepaid home market or whatever that they tout. And it's a true statement on their part. So yeah, so if you're in the same market, I really recommend this. So yeah, and this has been about 2 weeks of just enjoying the internet without any issues or hiccups. I did get a couple minutes that it was blacked out, but I think that's just the router maybe being reset it or whatever. Or maybe they lost signal with the satellite. I don't know what the deal is, but there was a few minutes that I had downtime, but most of the time it's been up. And like I said, no issues so far. My month is up in about 2 weeks, and of course I've already renewed it, so I've put it on auto pay, and so now next month I'm going to continue with the service, and very happy with it. Again, my backup plan is if this didn't work out, I was just going to go back to my visible unlimited home unlimited phone line, but for now that this is working out, I don't think my backup plan will work out, so I'm going to keep this. And very excited about being able to stream 4K, being able to download all the games that I need, being able to not really worry about bandwidth or data cap. That I think it's just pretty amazing. So yeah, I might look into streaming more, because before, when you have slow internet, you never want to stream anything because you're like, well, the internet's going to buffer or it's going to look terrible. But now that I have fast internet, man, watching anything on Amazon 4K, it looks amazing. It looks like a real 4K disc. And so, yeah, fast internet really changed the way I do things. And I'm going to look more into buying services, like streaming services, like, maybe Netflix, going back to Netflix. I used to have Netflix, but I'll go back. And then also anything like game streaming, like, for example, GeForce. For example, Game Pass, which does offer game streaming. I can do that now. So it changes everything. And I'm also thinking of getting just more more services online. Now that I can use them, I'm not afraid to use them. And so yeah, $45 a month, unlimited data, 100 megabits a second. It's pretty good so far. And so yeah, I definitely recommend it if you are in the same boat. All right, thanks for listening, and have a good day.